What's good, everybody? It's the Clown with Cap Show, and we're going to talk about Week 10 of the NFL, do a little recap. To me, it was definitely a rough week. It's just been some bad games, picked some bad games, some iffy plays. To me, overall, we're going to first talk about the Colts. To me, the Colts is really who I thought they were. And to me, the Colts haven't been good since Jim Irsay let go of Peyton Manning. Yes, he let go of Peyton, and then what did Peyton do? Peyton ended up winning a Super Bowl with the Denver Broncos. I mean, Jim Irsay, maybe lay off the pills. We would have not let rid of Peyton go because Peyton had about 2 good years left. Jimmy just said, you know what? We're going to send him off. Peyton was our savior. Peyton Manning was the savior of the Indianapolis Colts, and it's been sad. It really has, and the Colts, to me, it's been the same story, dude. They play well, but they can never finish. They can never finish, and ever since Peyton left, it hasn't been the same. The Colts lost to the Dolphins. I understand they're on their third string, but to me, that's no excuse. Like, seriously? You're going to lose? Like, come on. Like, it bothers me. And being a diehard Colts fan, it sucks, on Sundays when we lose the way we lose. We lost to the Miami Dolphins. Yes, the Miami Dolphins. In another game that surprised me, Atlanta at the New Orleans Saints. To me, Atlanta played like they are a playoff team. Finally put pressure on the quarterback. To me, it was crazy. It was definitely a bad game for Drew Brees and the Saints. To me, I know a lot of people are concerned. That's fine. It's a loss. The Saints play Atlanta twice every year. So to me, I'm not really concerned about that. It's definitely an off game. I do expect the Saints to bounce back. But to me, it's like Atlanta, wow, they're just so inconsistent. They've won 2 games all year. And look at their talent. They have so much talent. I don't know if it's a coaching or Matt Ryan, but can you guys win a big game? That's the whole thing. Can you win the big game when you need to? Seriously, can you do it? I don't believe so, but to me, that was another game I got wrong was the Saints. Definitely a bad play. The Lions versus Bears, I did not bet on this one. I told you guys it's a coin flip. The Bears finally ended up winning, but to me, you're playing the Detroit Lions. Okay, that's all I got to say. You're playing the Detroit Lions. To me, the Chicago Bears are 4-5. If they're going to make the playoffs, they're going to have to win a lot of games from this stretch on. The Bears are going to be legit. And I understand the Bears have a great defense. I get it, but seriously, come on. Mitch, is he your savior? To all the Chicago Bear fans, is he the savior? For real. I don't see it. To me, this is definitely messed up. Ravens versus Bengals. I told you guys to go heavy on the Ravens. You should have put your house mortgage on the Ravens. You should have went all in on the Ravens on this. Why? Because they're playing the Bengals. The Cincinnati Bengals. They haven't won a game this year. When was the last time they won a playoff game? I believe it was back in the 90s, dude. Like, it's been so long. And to me, it's just, like I said, the Bengals, the organization is trash. I don't know. Maybe they need to go a different route. Maybe sell the organization because the Cincinnati Bengals are a disgrace to the NFL. They really are. But shout out to the Ravens. Lamar Jackson, is he the MVP candidate right now? No doubt. Is he leading the race? I would say so. I used to say McCaffrey, but to me, Lamar Jackson has stepped it up to the next level. They've only lost 2 games this year. To me, going towards the end of the season now, Lamar Jackson can make plays. He's a game changer. He can run for 20, 40. He can throw it down the field. To me, he's a game changer. And looking back when they had Joe Flacco, Harbaugh's so smart. Winning a Super Bowl and getting Lamar. They are Super Bowl contenders now. The Ravens are scary. They're more scary than the Kansas City Chiefs right now. And why do I say that? It's because the Chiefs they don't have a defense. The Kansas City Chiefs don't have a defense, dude. Yes, they got a great offense. I mean, a lot of teams in the NFL have a great offense. But without the defense, you're not going to be anything. So to me, they got to step it up. Bills versus Browns. I went Bills on this pick. Probably was an iffy pick. The Browns have won 3 games this year. Congrats to the Browns. You're 3-6. I mean, if you're going to want to make the playoffs, you got to win out. Every game is a playoff game for the Browns. And to me, it's going to be hard. Baker, can he step up? Is it the coaching? What is it? You guys have won 3 games this year. You know, people were talking about them winning over 8 games. They got a long way till they win 8 games. You know, they're at 3. You know, they're not even halfway to 8. Like, dude, it's crazy. But to me, good thing for the Browns. I wanted to see the Browns, although I went with the Bills. Chiefs versus Titans. To me, I feel like most people went Chiefs on this pick. I mean, who would have thought the Titans would win? And this is where I'm concerned with Kansas City is Kansas City, they don't have a great defense. They don't put pressure on the quarterback. To me, they have some weaknesses on the defense. To me, I think if you guys are going to go with the Chiefs to go to the Super Bowl, don't. I understand Patrick Mahomes. Yes, he's a superstar. Yes, he's a great quarterback. Yes, they have a great offense. But where's their defense at? You know, when you have the Titans putting up numbers on you like that, and to me, it's just like, really? You know, I'm sorry, Chiefs fans. It's just, I don't see it. You know, their defense is going to have to do something. Because come playoff time when they play the Ravens, when they play New England, then what? You know, you're playing against better competition. So what are you going to do? Where are you going to go? For real. Kansas City, you guys look like you're in trouble. Giants versus Jets. This was a toss-up. Didn't put any money. The Jets did win. You know, the Jets, to me, that's crazy. Sam Darnold, I thought he was a JV quarterback. But to me, he stepped up a little bit in the past couple of weeks. After playing the Patriots the way he played, to me, it was just like, really? Like, for real? Like, I can't believe it. The Giants definitely on their rebound right now. They have the brightest thing with the Giants right now is their youth, where they're going in the future. Obviously, they're not going to make the playoffs this year. Eli Manning definitely is probably going to retire after this year. Should Eli Manning be a Hall of Famer? Yes, no doubt. Eli Manning should be a Hall of Famer strictly because he beat the New England Patriots twice in the Super Bowl. Had the best throw in Super Bowl history. To me, Eli is a Hall of Famer. I'll get more into Eli. I'll debate with that later. Arizona versus the Bucks. Expert picked the Bucks here, although I wanted to go Arizona. To me, I thought Murray was going to pull it out. I thought the way they were playing, they were going to beat the Bucks. The Bucks won. I mean, but the Bucks aren't a playoff team. Neither is Arizona. Both teams are not playoff teams. We have to understand that. So to me, it was just like, wow. Larry Fitzgerald, another Hall of Famer. For Arizona. So to me, I love that. I love the way they're going with Larry Fitzgerald. But the organization, I mean, dude, you guys haven't been good since the last time you were in the Super Bowl against the Steelers, and you guys still lost that game. So to me, it was just like, the Bucks, congrats, but you guys aren't a playoff team either. Panthers versus Green Bay. This was the game I went all in on. I told people to go Green Bay. And why did I do that? Well, playing it late in the season at Green Bay against Aaron Rodgers, it's just hard to win there. It really is. It's hard to win at Green Bay. You know, I think it would be dumb to bet against Green Bay at Green Bay this time of the year. You know, to me, Kyle Allen really stepped it up in replace of Cam Newton. Although I want Cam Newton to come back, Christian McCaffrey didn't really have a breakout game. To me, Green Bay, they are a scary team. Green Bay is a playoff team. Also, the Carolina Panthers, I believe, are a playoff team as well. But to me, Green Bay can really run deep in the playoffs. You know, they're the X Factor. You know, if I had an X Factor team in the playoffs, Green Bay would be them. You know, because they can beat some teams. We've seen it year after year. We've seen Aaron Rodgers make some big plays down the stretch. Down the stretch. So to me, I think Green Bay is definitely, they could go to the Super Bowl, no doubt. Rams versus Steelers. To me, another game where I was just like, wow, we know who the Rams are. I've been on record. I've been saying this for the past year. I said the Rams and Jared Goff will not win a Super Bowl. Jared Goff will not win a Super Bowl there. You know, and a lot of people are giving me criticism for that. Now we're kind of seeing that. You know, Jared Goff. I mean, where you at, dude? You know? I don't see it in him. I just don't see the eye of the tiger. So to me, I think the Rams, they might not even make the playoffs this year. You know, they got to win out. Their division is just scary. Seattle, San Francisco, you know, the list goes on. To me, Rams, you guys are going to have to step it up. They got rid of a couple offensive linemen in this past year. It's really hurting them now. You know, to me, Sean McVay, you know, what are you going to do? Like, for real, the Rams, you guys might not even make it in. You know, that's crazy to me. That is crazy. And the game I was really mad at was Minnesota and Dallas Cowboys. I picked the Cowboys in this pick. To me, Jason Garrett should have been fired a couple years ago. You guys have it second down and like 5 to go. And you're in the red zone. You're like on the 12-yard line, and yet you hand the ball off to Zeke. Zeke's really not having a good game. You handed the ball off twice to him, and then you throw a little out route to Zeke. Why not go with what you were going with all game? Amari Cooper. To me, it's just like, really? The Cowboys, what are you doing? Jason Garrett, what are you doing? That game could have been decided to making the playoffs or not. Being a third seed or not. To me, the Cowboys needed to win that game. Zeke did not have a good game, and I said if Zeke does not rush for over 100 yards, they will lose this game. And what happened? Zeke rushed for under 100 yards, and they lost. So to me, it's just like, wow. They definitely took Zeke out of the game, and then at the end, they tried to go to Zeke. They should have went to Witten or Amari Cooper. They needed 5 yards for the first down, dude. Like, seriously? Jason Garrett, what are you thinking? I think they should fire him. Jerry Jones, move on to a better coach. I mean, Jason Garrett is not the savior there. To me, it was just like, really? What are you looking at? This makes sense where I can't bet on the Cowboys. I just can't because they're so iffy, and Jason Garrett, to me, is not a great coach. He's a subpar coach on a great talent team. They have a lot of talent on that team. They are more talented than the Minnesota Vikings. They got out-coached. They got outplayed. They deserve to lose that game. And to me, Jason Garrett, it boiled down to a couple bad calls at the end of the game. You got 5 yards twice, and what do? You don't make it. To me, it's just like, wow. But the whole recap, it was definitely a bad week for me with NFL picks. A lot of teams like Kansas City losing. To me, I was like, really? Kansas City? You guys lost to the Titans, bro? It was insane to me. And also, shout out to Atlanta beating the Saints, but the Colts losing to the Dolphins. And the Colts, I've always been on record, and when they got rid of Peyton, it was just a bad taste in my mouth. And now we're receiving it right now, being a Colts fan. Letting go of Peyton Manning, to me, was the worst decision we could ever have. Peyton Manning was our savior. Peyton Manning won us the Super Bowl. Arguably could have won 2 Super Bowls for us. So to me, it was definitely one of them things. Jim Irsay kind of got really arrogant and cocky, maybe a little pilled out of his mind to do that. And now what? Now what do we got here? We might not even make the playoffs this year. And a lot of Colts fans are like, oh, it's a great year for us. Is it? They've been saying that for the past 5 years. To me, it's a wake-up call to be a Colts fans. Seriously, it's heartbreaking a little bit. And like I said, I'm going with the upset pick tonight. Seattle over the 49ers. I like Russell Wilson. He can make plays. He's a champion. I know Jimmy G and the 49ers are playing great. They do have a great defense. The 49ers do. That we cannot lie about that. But I think Seattle can squeak it out here with a game-winning field goal. I can see that happening, baby. Let's go, baby. It's the NFL. It's the Clown with Cap show. Let's go!